Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the farm. This is Lisa, and today I'm going to do a garden tour. Many of you have been asking about our gardens and how they're doing this year. They're doing. So I'm just going to be really reality based in this from a factual standpoint of utilizing resources that work and don't work. So come on along and we'll show you how the gardens are doing as well as the greenhouse. Here's the main garden. We've got carrots, still waiting on them. And as you can see, lots of weeds, and I'm not worrying about it. I just feel that it's a lot of hard work and resources into something that is not benefiting us. So we're just letting it go and doing what it needs to do. And been busy with the piglets. So we've got carrots here. And you can see some are taller, then they all die off. So it looks like we're not going to get a carrot harvest like we did last year. That was actually amazing. Same with the beets, really low in spots, higher in others, waiting on them to mature. Back here, I do have a spaghetti squash. So we're waiting on that. We've got some zucchini growing. More zucchini growing, some yellow squash growing. I think we've had one yellow squash and maybe one zucchini or something like that. Our potatoes are starting to die off, so we'll be digging them up soon, and I plan to freeze dry them. I've got lettuce that I have to harvest there. Here's our cauliflower and our broccoli. And I was joking with Ryan, this is our fall garden, but we're actually getting a head of broccoli. And over here we have more zucchini coming and more zucchini coming there. Some more yellow squash. My marigolds are starting to flower. And again, the potatoes, and I've got some carrots in here, and I've got my chives. Let's go around back. There's our beehive, and we've not seen any activity. We've been putting lemongrass oil and Swarm Commander alternating weeks to see which worked, and nothing's worked so far. So we're gonna keep trying that. Here's the true no-weed gardening. We've got some kale in here. And yes, I weeded around the kale so I can see it. So I've got some kale to harvest today. And the potatoes have all died off, so I'm going to be harvesting them as well. We'll take you around to the front. We've got our elderberry bush is thriving because I've been watering it. And here in the raised hugelkultur bed, we've already harvested some bunching onions. That's a first for us. We have never been able to grow onions. So the bunching onions or the green onions have really grown up well, and I freeze dried them for $50 February 2023. And also, here are our onion starts or sets, whatever the heck it is. That we started, and we're excited that we're going to get some small onions. And I also cut off the tops so it would put energy into the bulbs, and they grew back. So what I've been doing is cutting the tops off and freeze drying them as well for $50 February 2023. And my marigolds are thriving finally, and this is a full sun bed. Here is a pepper plant, so take note of the size of that pepper plant for when we look at another one later. So clearly this one will not flower, will get frosted before then. And then here's my calendula. And the calendula flowers I've been picking and drying, and I'm going to use them for soap. And there's our asparagus, that ferny looking stuff. They keep coming up from the ground, as you can see here. And then we're letting them go to seed, so we should have them next year. Our raspberry bushes are dying off. And I think that we will have, yep, we've got a few raspberries there to pick. They're a little overdone because I didn't see them, but only about a handful. Here's our outdoor cucumber plant. Again, take note of this plant when I show you another one, what a difference you'll see. But this one does have a short cucumber on it. And then there is those red noodle beans, and we are waiting and waiting for beans. I was hoping that they would already be ready to harvest, but they're not. So hopefully, because we're getting down near the end, a few more weeks and we'll have frost. So hopefully. Here's our loofah plants. There's loofah here and there, and they're finally starting to grow. Took them a long time, but I did have one flower, and it looks like one Luffa Squash is growing. So we'll see how far that gets before the frost comes. And the weird container 2023, the radishes went to seed and did not do anything. The peas are done. The carrots over there did nothing. And then I have a ton of little strawberries here because one of these varieties, I forget the name of it, is really small. So I give them to the chickens because they're so tiny when you go to pick them that they, you really only get a handful at a time, and they're so tiny. So I just give them to the chickens. And then that new patch is doing really well. Here are the cherry tomatoes that were inside. I have been able to pick some off of them. The plants look terrible, but they're still producing fruit. So I've been leaving them out here. I'm getting kind of tired of looking at them, so soon they'll be going. But believe it or not, they still have fruit. So I'm just leaving them till everything turns. And there's even some here. Alrighty, so yeah, even my Mother's Day plants are barely hanging on, but it's all good. But I saved the best for last, so come on down, let's check out the greenhouse. All right, so here is the greenhouse. We've got celery, I just watered them. This is the quinoa. We've got peppers. Now, I showed you that pepper out in the raised bed, and we had absolutely nothing. These peppers are huge. The plant is huge, and we're looking to get some peppers. We actually got our first cucumbers here, and I made bread and butter refrigerator pickles with them. And look at all the tomatoes turning. So hopefully soon we're going to have some tomatoes. I've got peppers here and here, jalapenos here, marigolds. So we've got, these are early girl varieties. I think I've got four early girls, 2 cherry tomatoes, and a yellow tomato. I can't remember the name of it right now. But clearly a huge difference growing in the greenhouse. So we're really excited about that. The greenhouse has already harvested more than the outdoor garden. This year. So we're real excited. Couple other things I haven't showed you guys, or I did on Instagram. I can't even remember at this point, but I wanted to show you guys what we've got going on. So this is the $40 Craigslist find that we refurbished and gave it a quick paint job. And this is our grow out coop for the 7 chickens that we hatched. We think we have almost all hens, but we're still not sure. They're at that age we can't tell. So we're working on it. But they've been doing really well out here. And then let me take you over to show you what else we've got. We also were able to obtain 6 pullets from somebody locally who ordered a large straight run, hoping she would get hens. And then they sent her extra, so she had a lot of pullets. And so we bought 6 of them. So this is not ideal for us or how we usually like to build things, but it was a good temporary run for them, and it keeps them secure and gets them outside. So this is at the back of our grain barn. Oh, and then I got a sunflower. The deer ate the rest of them. But here are our new chickens, and I want to show them to you. So the 2 black and white ones are Spitz Halbins. And then there's a golden comet, 2 more golden comets out in the run. So we have 3 golden comets, 2 Spitz Halbin, and the one coming in the door is a buff Brahma, and it has feathered feet, as you can see. And so these ladies will go into the main flock, and the barnyard mixes in the grow out coop will come in here. And so that's what we've got going on. So that's where we're at garden wise, and Fiona's in the background. And the piglets are getting big. So we're in the process of working to sell them, and we'll probably keep 2 for meat, or actually we'll keep whoever doesn't sell for meat. So we'll probably have a lot of pigs here. But thanks for watching, everybody. Have a great day. Take care.